Hey friends, Shane here, and for the last 5 years, I've worked remotely and have spent a lot of that time on video calls, figuring out, audio problems, video problems. How do you have a good remote call? All those kind of things. And so, I just want to take a few minutes and share some tips from the things I've learned. And maybe it'll help you if you're transitioning to a remote role or using Zoom for the first time. Just kind of help you get rolling and avoid some of the mistakes that I made. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need some kind of ear pods. I've got my AirPods here. It doesn't have to be AirPods. It can be, ones you connect to the computer, or if you're using your phone, connect them to your phone. And the reason why you want to do that is that you want to avoid the sound coming out of your speakers, going back into your microphone and creating a feedback loop where it makes it hard to hear you or other people on the call. And so, in a setup like mine, I've got this directional microphone. So it means, sound comes this way. That's the only sound it picks up. It's not picking up the sound from the speakers that are up here, those kind of things. So, there are some setups if you don't like, ear pods or, headsets or something like that. You can set it up so that you can avoid, having to wear that all the time. But if you're just using your laptop, just using your phone, you don't have an external microphone, the best setup for you is use those earphones, earpods, whatever we're calling them these days. Put those in your ears, keep that sound from hitting that microphone. So second thing, video, you want lots of light. So if you want the light to be on your face, not behind you. If the light's behind you, it's gonna, people are gonna see the light and not your face. And so seeing your face on a video call is super important. So I work at GitLab, and one of our rules is, if you're on a call and you're talking, we really want to see you. So you don't have to use video, but we really encourage it. And you can be eating, you can have lots of other things going on in the background. We don't expect, for, this, you basically being a cocoon on a video call. That's not what we expect. And so I think, that's a good expectation. People they're doing multiple things. They're working. They're maybe having lunch. So encourage people to join the call video just because it creates a closer connection. You can all kind of see each other and get some of that in-person facial body language that's really important. So use video as much as possible. Number one thing, make sure the light is in front of you. The third thing, so if you're doing remote calls for the first time, it can be overwhelming. There can be a lot of talking over people, in the call, and you're like, what was that all about? So one of the things I love that we do at GitLab is we have an agenda for every call, whether it's a one-on-one call with a manager, their direct report, or it's a team call. We always have an agenda that we look at, and we add items to the agenda to talk about. So that creates a situation where somebody's basically raising their hand and say, hey, I've got the next thing I want to talk about that. So as you're talking about those individual items, a lot of times you can just, people will go back and forth, and it's a lot less, formal at that point. But then once that topic is done, you move on to the next thing, and it just speeds things up and keeps things from being awkward. I'm thinking a lot about this for, teachers that are teaching older kids. You can offer to let them edit the agenda so they can, add questions, take notes, add their notes, do notes as a community, those kind of things. That's something that I have found to be really powerful at GitLab. Is I can be talking and I go back to the document to make a note of something I said, and it's already there because somebody else on our team has said, "Oh, Shane's talking. I'm going to write this down." Yeah, really, that's all I've got. Just earphones if you have them. Keep the light in front of you, and then if you're using Zoom, Skype, whatever for the first time, create an agenda, make it public so people can see it, and then invite them to edit it so that you can all work together to make the call as smooth as it can be. If you have questions, feel free to add them in the comments. I'm going to do my best to answer all those. Honestly, at this point, I don't think I'm going to get that many questions, so I'm pretty sure I can answer them all. Until next time, thanks.